Hey everybody, Matt Comer, Knoxville, Tennessee's Dean of Fun here, and today we're going to be working with addition facts up to 5. Now, let's go ahead and get started. If you've seen some of my other videos, we've already worked on 1 plus 1, 1 plus 2, 1 plus 3, 1 plus 4, 2 plus 1, and so now today we're going to work on 2 plus 2. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to write down the equation. 2 plus 2 equals, and then I'm going to draw a box where my answer will be. Before we get started, let's just review some math concepts that you might need to know about. There are some symbols that you need to know. This is a plus sign, which means we're going to be putting things together. This is an equal sign, which means same as. And then the answer to an addition problem is called the sum. Alright, so we're going to solve this problem 3 different ways. One way we're going to show our work using pieces of paper. I have some purple paper here, and I have some red paper that I'm going to use to show my different quantities. And then we're going to use cubes. And then the last way that we're going to show our work is by actually drawing bubbles. So let's go ahead and get started with the first one. Okay, so I've got 2 plus 2 equals, I don't know my answer, but I am going to show my work using paper. 2, 1, 2. I want my quantity to match the number, okay? So there's number 2, and I have 2 pieces of paper. Plus 2. I'm going to use the red paper for the second number. 1, 2. Okay, so now, remember, when you see that plus sign, it means we're going to put things together. So I'm going to put them together. Slide them over here. And then I'm going to put them in a nice straight line, otherwise known as a column, up and down. I've got a little space in between each piece of paper, and that way when I'm counting them, I won't get confused and miss one or accidentally skip over one. So here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. My answer is 4. I'm going to double check that though, because every great mathematician always checks their work. 1, 2, 3, 4. Good. Looks like I've got that one correct. Now, it's time for us to read this math sentence. It says 2 plus 2 equals 4. Remember, the equal sign means same as, so you could also read it like this. 2 plus 2 is the same as 4. Cool. That was one way that you can solve this problem. Let's solve it a different way now. So, another way that you might solve it at home or in your classroom is by using cubes. You might have some cubes laying around, and these are great things for you to get and just get out and manipulate and move around with your hands. It's really great for the mind and great for the eyes to see. So let's go ahead and attack this problem. We have 2 plus 2 equals 2. We're going to grab 2 cubes. Doesn't matter what color. I'm just going to grab them at random. 1, 2. Alright? And then underneath this 2, I'm going to show a quantity of 2. Like I said, I'm just going to grab 2. They just happen to be the same color. I didn't mean for that to happen. It doesn't matter. So I have 1, 2, 1, 2. Now I'm going to put them together because there's a plus sign there. It means more. So we're going to get more by putting them together. Slide them over. Just like with the paper, I want to put them in a nice line up and down. We call that a column. Okay? A row would be like side to side. So we got a straight column, and I'm going to count them. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm going to double check. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm going to write my 4. So now we're going to read our math sentence. Reading a math equation is just like reading a sentence in a book. This time it's with numbers and symbols instead of with words and punctuation marks. So we have 2 plus 2 equals 4. And remember, the equal sign also means same as. So you could say 2 plus 2 is the same as 4. Cool. Let's put the cubes up. And now we're going to solve this problem using my favorite way drawing bubbles. The reason this is my favorite way is because as a kindergarten teacher, I have my students show their work on every problem they do. I don't care if they know how to do it in their head. I have them do their work and show their work because that way I can look into their brain almost and kind of see what they were thinking. So if they do get the problem wrong, I can be like, hey, you put too many bubbles, or hey, you took away too many bubbles. All right? So you always got to show your work, and this is a great way to do that. So underneath my 2, I'm going to draw 2 bubbles. 1, 2. Okay? Then underneath this 2, I'm going to draw 2 bubbles. 1, 2. Notice I'm leaving a nice space in between them. I don't want them to overlap and get sloppy. It's going to be hard to count them. Now, the way that I showed them being put together, since I can't actually move these, they're on my board, I am going to draw a circle around them, kind of like a fence, keeping in some cows at a farm. Let's pretend the bubbles are cows, and you want to keep your cows in the farm. You don't want them to move away. Okay, anyways. All right, so now, the reason I did bubbles is because when I'm counting my answer, I'm going to put a dot in the middle of each bubble. So I'm going to be like this. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yep. So the sum of my problem is 4. That means 2 plus 2 equals 4. Or we can say it, 2 plus 2 is the same as 4. All right, boys and girls. Well, I hope that you've learned a little bit by watching this video, and I hope that you've learned some new ways to show your work and to come up with solutions with addition problems up to 5. All right, I'm going to go ahead and erase my board and put my stuff up, and I hope that you continue to practice because practice makes perfect. I'll see you guys later. Bye.